I really didn't. I was a partner in the firm of S.F. Parker, which had evolved over the years, by the way, and we had multiple offices. And 35 years ago, we disassociated, or I disassociated for that firm, and was fortunate to have Mr. Blackmon, whose office was in Daphne, Mr. Kilgore, who was in Bruton, and Sally Wagner and Ronnie Norris, who was in Fairhope, who came with me. And we formed Hartmann, Blackmon, and Kilgore. And it stayed that for the better part of 25 plus years, and then was eventually, it was rebranded as Avizo, which is what it is today.
I was an employee that came to work with the predecessor firm. Then when we all split off, X asked me to be a member, and I was grateful and happily joined.
I think there was, it's an entrepreneurial thing, just the idea of being in business for yourself, and accounting, public accounting in particular, provided a great opportunity for that. So I'd been in another firm and involved with Mr. Hartmann there and Ms. Wagner, and the opportunity came along for us to start a firm here on the Eastern Shore, and it was just meant to be. I think my favorite part of working in public accounting is getting to know people. It's been the people that had a chance to meet, both clients and associates that I've worked with. It's got to be the people. Public accounting is a people business, and that's been the highlight for me, is all the relationships that have been established.
The people, the relationships with all the people that I've met, all the clients, just being able to help them achieve their goals.
People. Yeah, during my heyday, during a short period at tax season, I'd probably get to visit with 400 or 500 people a year. And, all of them, you get to know them personally, which is a good thing. And at the end of the day, that is a lot of people probably don't think so, but that is the most important thing about public accounting, is that you're in a service industry and you get to meet with people. And even if their problem is just a tax return, you get to solve problems.
I've always wanted to be a CPA. As strange as it sounds, I've never wanted to do anything else other than what I'm doing. There's nothing else.
If I weren't a CPA, I don't know what I would have been, but I know what I wanted to be, and that was to be the manager of the Atlanta Braves. And by chance, that position is still open, so I still have the chance to become the manager, and I've made myself available and made a public announcement in a forum that, and I hope that the press will pick that up and I'll have that opportunity.
I would have been an attorney. I actually took the law school admission test and was admitted, I believe, to Loyola. I'm not sure about LSU Law School, but back at home, I had a wife and a very young child, just born on April 15th of my senior year in college. So consequently, I had to make a living, and so that did away with the attorney business. Actually, what they should do first, maybe while they're going to college, is go ahead and work somewhere in retail or in a service-related industry. Because at the end of the day, this is a people business, public accounting. You need to deal with the public, because at some point you're going to have to do it if you're in public accounting. And it is, in all the accounting-related industries, it is probably the most people-centric. Also, it is the most diverse. So people that go off and go work in one specific industry just miss a lifetime of being able to explore other businesses and other things and other people, for that matter. And everybody, by the way, is unique. And so that's what makes public accounting unique and makes it a much, I think, more rewarding career than being at, just in one specific industry.
I had the opportunity to speak to a group the other day, and they were asking about credentialing. And I said that really the main credential that you need to have is an LUV. You need to love it. And if you don't love it, it doesn't matter if you're a CPA or not a CPA. If you're some of the best accountants that we've had the opportunity to work with actually haven't been CPAs, but they have loved what they're doing. They've loved the clients, they've loved the people they work with. So that's primarily what you need to have, is a love for it.
To be patient, to get educated, to develop people skills, to be a self-starter, to work hard at knowing the accounting aspects, the tax aspects, and the people, and how to communicate. In the time I took the CPA exam, it was 3 days of testing in Montgomery. There was a lot of preparation beforehand. You had to take all parts of the test at one time. When you passed a part, you didn't have to retake it. You had a certain length of time to pass them all at one point. It was difficult. It was stressful. It was totally worth it to achieve the goal. I feel very proud that I made it through.
Yeah, in the old days, we all went in Alabama. We all would muster. The exam was given twice a year, I think in May and November, maybe. Sounds right. And we would all muster at the Governor House Hotel in Montgomery. And we walked in, and there would be these big folding tables. You were allowed to bring two number 2 pencils and everything else. So everything came out of your head, not out of a computer, right? Because in 71 or 2, whenever I took it, there was no computers. Sorry. And you didn't even get to use your calculator. So everything you did, including the math on the exam, was done the old-fashioned way, using your head.
So when I took the CPA exam years ago, obviously it was much different, and there was 2.5 days that you had to be present at one place. Everyone was in one place in Montgomery to take the exam. But I mean, to me, CPA at this point really stands for can't pass again, because there's been so many more standards that have come out since that time, and there's so much more that has to be encapsulated in that exam. So the students that take it today have the opportunity to focus on a particular section, pass that section, and move on to the next piece that they want to knock out. So it's really, for them, that's really the only way to go. To have to go back to a 2.5 day grind of that would just be, at this point, impossible, really, in my opinion.
Client service. I really think that's the thing. Again, like I said earlier, you need to be cognizant of what the client's needs are, and then try to provide them. It's not just about punching some numbers in a tax return, or nowadays letting AI go ahead and distribute the information across the return. It's really about servicing the client and being there to meet their needs, whatever they are. It's been seriously, between you, it's been a great ride. And it's because of all the people.
It's our caring about the community, our caring about the clients, our ability to have engaged great staff to help us achieve those goals. It's just the total package.
So at Avizo Group, we can attribute our longevity to our people and their dedication to process improvement, technology, client service, but it comes back to the people that are here, the great team that we have. So when I think about Avizo and its future, I'm encouraged. I mean, just in the last couple of years, as my role has transitioned into more of a consultative type of arrangement, it's been great to work with Rachel and Aaron, Diane. That executive team here is just on cutting edge and will continue to be so. So I'm excited about the future of Avizo.